Hello and welcome to NF Attractions, where today I'm here at the Alton Towers Resort for a bit of a different video. So obviously Alton Towers is the UK's biggest theme park. It's got 10 roller coasters, some of the most intense rides in the country. It's got the most inversions on any coaster in the country. So it's quite intimidating, some of these rides. So in this video I'll show you the best way around the park to get over your fears of riding the rides. So hopefully by the end of this video you'll know the best plans on if you're coming, say, on a school trip and you're nervous, or just in general. So hopefully this video will help you. If it does go on to help you get over your fears of roller coasters and also the best way to go around the park, then leave a comment below, let me know how you got on with it. So I'm just around the gardens doing this a little bit because it's a bit quieter. I'm filming on the phone today instead of a camera, just because it's easier, because I've got 2 nights here at the Towers Hotel, so just trying to make it as easy as possible to actually film and edit this video to get it out. But yeah, in terms of starting the parks, I'd recommend starting on the lower thrill ride. If you're really scared and can't do any form of rides, then the most basic ride here is Octonauts Roller Coaster Adventure in CBeebies Land. However, if you're not wanting to go into CBeebies Land, then the best ride to start on is Runaway Mine Train, a great family ride, powered coaster, so it's not intense drops or anything like that. It's a nice chill ride, and at the start of the day, if you head straight to it, then it's not normally too bad for queues as well. So in terms of rides, after Runaway Mine Train, I'd recommend going down into Dark Forest and heading on 13. This ride is themed to a horror style, however it is actually a family ride. It's quite slow through the woods. It has got a bit of a thrill in terms of like a drop track, but it's literally 2 seconds. Once it's over, it's just a little helix out and back into the brakes, and that's the ride done. It's really gentle, it's smooth, it's a good ride to get into thrill, with just that one section actually being thrill. The rest of it's just like a nice little family ride through the trees and stuff. I'd highly recommend that after Runaway Mine Train. After 13 though, I would recommend heading on to Wicker Man. It's when they were building it, the age demographic was 16 to 24. So again, it's like a family thrill step up coaster. No inversions, with it being just a wooden coaster by GCI. It's a really good ride. Smooth, enjoyable, and it's not too long. It's about, I think, 1:20, so it's not too bad. If you don't enjoy it, it's not the end of the world. It's not a long ride, so it's definitely one to start off before the likes of Oblivion and Smiler, because they're quite intimidating rides. So heading on something like Wicker Man after 13, it's a lot better in my opinion. So the park actually shut earlier than I thought it did. I thought I had an extra hour to film the rest of the video, but clearly not. The park shut at 5 o'clock. Ended up having a ride on the Smiler, meaning it was walk on. But if you're unsure about Wicker Man, I'd recommend Spinball Rizza. The reason why I said Wicker Man before Spinball is because sometimes the spin on Spinball, because it's the unpredictability of how the ride's going to perform, I guess you could say, is like sometimes depending on where you're positioned on certain aspects, like the helixes, it can become quite intense. And I'd actually say I've had more intense rides on Spinball Rizza than I have on Wicker Man. But after Wicker Man, it's a case of going up to the bigger rides. There's no really family thrill steel coasters other than 13. In terms of what I would recommend personally, I'd say Rita afterwards, because it's like 30 seconds long. It gives you the impact of like a launch coaster, whilst being, it's not the smoothest ride, but it's a ride what will get you into thrill rides whilst being short. So if you don't enjoy it, it's one of those step ups. Again, it's like, where do you place Wicker Man and Rita? It's one of those where you do it either, I'd say. Like, it doesn't really matter in between. It's down to how intimidating you find the ride at the end of the day. But after that,
in terms of the next step up coaster, I would recommend Galactica. It's a flying coaster which can put people off with it being a more of a different ride to like the normal sit down coasters. However, it's quite a graceful ride. It's relaxing is the best way I'd describe Bear Galactica. So I'd recommend that. Then after that, it's a case of you've got into the rides. If you've got this far into the rides, then there's no reason why you can't do any of the other rides. So it's a case of what do you find next? It's like Oblivion, Smiler, Nemesis, all those rides pretty much equally balanced. So like for me, I find Nemesis more intense than Smiler, but Smiler's more intimidating. Oblivion's drops quite intimidating to a lot of people. I actually got into theme parks by getting forced into a 2 hour queue on Oblivion, and that's what got me into rides. So it's like everyone gets into rides differently. Some people need building up, some people just get chucked onto a ride and hope they can survive, so to speak. But after riding those rides, what I've already listed, like there's no reason why you can't ride the Smiler, there's no reason why you can't ride Oblivion and Nemesis. Then they're short rides, so if you don't like them, it's a minute out of your life. Yes, you may have had to queue half hour to an hour for it, but in terms of the actual ride experience of not enjoying it, it's not that long at all. But if you have any tips in the about how to get over your fears for rides at Alton Towers and theme parks in general, put them in the description. Let's see if anyone has any other tips, kind of thing, to put into it to share it. It'll be interesting to see what people recommend. How did you get into rides yourself? Let me know in the comments below. But if you found this video helpful, then don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.